Yo, before I bring him in, I wanted to uh B. I found it. Okay, it was in the wrong clip. Before I bring him on, I want to. There we go. There we go. You got this, B? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna read about him.
Go ahead. Are you there? Go ahead.
Darrin Willgues is a versatile horror artist. He's been making masks, costumes, props, as well as painting and drawing since he was a very young. He attended and graduated from 2 makeup schools in Hollywood, California. Wow. Darrin has provided makeups and costumes for numerous short films and low-budget horror flicks. Darrin is always working hard, making your nightmares come to life, whether it's masks, costumes, drawings, or paintings. He'll conjure up creations that truly are nightmarish. Darrin opened Ghoulish Creations LLC in 2006. Over the years, he has been adding numerous Halloween masks, costumes, props, and other items to bring his web store to life. So a vendor for companies, so he can also offer other high-quality products aside from his own. He explains that he is truly grateful to have the opportunity to offer you all such great products. And like you all, he is a huge horror fanatic. Darrin says he wants to give all the horror fans a one-stop shop for all their collection needs. He adores the horror community and loves any chance he gets to help out a fellow horror fan. Darrin resides underneath your bed, Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh my gosh, Cleveland, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Here is Darrin. Oh my gosh. Pick a tree. What's going on?
How's it going? Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you?
Okay. Good. How are you?
I'm good. Let me just say, I'm going to start off with saying that I have followed you for a very long time, and I love everything you put out. Even the videos of you and your, is it fiance?
She's my girlfriend. We were going to get married, but yeah.
You guys are, well, first of all, in due time, and secondly, you guys are so creative, and I just want to say your love of horror is infectious, and it excites me when I see anything and everything that you put out. And I wish I had a clip of you guys doing your makeup, but even from like Kat, the makeup, you sit here and do these makeup tutorials or whatnot. And they're so creative, and I enjoy every aspect of everything that you've done. And I'm so excited to have you on the show. So thank you so much for coming out.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's good to because we're both creative and we just thrive off each other's creativity. So it's really awesome that she shares that same passion that I do.
Oh yeah, and don't you realize it gets easier when you have someone that you can lean on that has the same passion and that just ignites, amazing. And then that you guys can share it.
Like, oh yeah, definitely.
Like I was telling them, it was hard for me being at home when I wanted to do this, and my parents like, no, you ain't. You cleaning up some bloody bodies? No, not today. And I'm like, no, I want to do this. This is a spider. No, we kill spiders here, right? So it's so good. It's so good just to have a partner that's like, I got you, I feel you, I know you, you know what I mean, and and you guys are a dynamic duo. So so let's just jump right in and get started, shall we? So so Ghoulish Creations is your company, right? So tell us a little bit about your background.
So basically, I mean, ever since I was little, I mean, watching horror movies was just my thing. My brother used to scare the shit out of me. He would, he would turn on the Friday the 13th, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I was absolutely terrified. And I just had like such a thrill watching them. So, my babysitters would, she and my brother would lock me in my room, and I would hear all these noises, and I thought Jason was up there, and I was going crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary. I thought you was going to say something else. They locked you in the room, basic noises themselves.
Yeah, that's what I for a second.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Yeah, so like that like sparked my love of horror, and then I just have always been interested in trying to make masks and costumes, and I'd always just make my own because I always like they never like looked cool enough, at the back in the old days, like especially like the Michael Myers masks, they didn't look anything like the movie, but now like that Trick or
Right.
Treat's out. It's incredible how realistic they look and close to the movies.
Right.
Right. Have
So
you
I would,
seen? Go ahead. Go ahead.
so I would just like kind of make my own stuff, and then I was like, well, I should just do this, like make masks and costumes and everything and sell them, and then so that's basically how I got started. I just kept doing it, ever since I was young,
And
and
thank
When
you
did
for
you
that. Thank you for
when did you
that.
decide to grace the world with
oh
your
yeah,
creations and started opening up a store?
I think it was around 2006, shortly after I got out of makeup school. I was like, yeah, I gotta do something with this.
I
So
got a question
I
for you there.
just okay. What's the question?
Sorry, Darren. There's a little bit of
Problem.
a lag on his end. We've been
Oh,
having
okay.
some technical difficulties in the morning, so he'll pop in. But go ahead. You started in what 2006?
Oh yeah, 2006. Shortly after I got out of makeup school, I was like, I got to do something with this. So I just basically started. There was a site called Fright Stuff. It was a horror forum, and I started painting Jason hockey masks, and so that's where I got my start. Yeah, and then I started doing the Crimson
Nice.
Ghosts on the Jason masks, and that's been a hot seller. People seem to really like that one a lot. So I do
Oh, you've
different
been
color
killing it with these
combinations.
masks. You've been
Thank
killing
you
it with
so
these
much.
masks. I love. First of all, I've never seen anything like it, right? And so you totally
Yeah.
like revives and just refreshed Jason in so many ways, and I love it. If you guys do go to the site, please check out Aaron's history all of it.
Thank you so much.
Go
I
ahead,
got
Brent.
a
Yeah.
Will,
What's your question?
Will, you're cutting in and out. Will.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am going to have a talk with our platform
I
person.
got a question for you, Darren.
Go ahead, Brent.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Once. How did your partnership with Trick or Treat Studios come about?
Randomly, one of the sales associates reached out to me one day, and he is like, "Hey, he's like, you're really good at like marketing your products." He was like, "Do you ever think about wanting to sell trick or treat items on your site?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, absolutely." So then, right from there, he just kicked off, and then I just started carrying all their products and on my on my site, and I've been trying to add more and more stuff on there as because they're coming out with so much stuff, and I was just like, man, I'm blown away by how much stuff they're creating and putting out, and it's just like they're doing stuff that I just really love, like all these new figures they're coming out with, all the masks, they're just crazy, like how great they are, and I'm really happy to be able to sell their items on my store.
That's awesome.
It's so funny because
Yeah,
Kat
thank
just
you.
That's great. That's cool, man.
in horror news in a minute. Kat just shared with us that they're releasing their House of a Thousand Corpse line.
Figurines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I have the Captain Spaulding one because
you
that
Nice.
do.
one, yeah, I have it in stock right now. Actually, I have I think like 6 left.
What?
But
Did you work
yeah,
on that line with them?
oh no, I didn't. But they all the other ones they're gonna come with little other pieces, and then you can build Skinny in there. So you have to buy like all the separate figures, and then you can. It's like a build a figure. Like
Oh,
some of
okay.
like some of
That's
like the
awesome.
DC and Marvel figures have like the like little pieces of a certain figure, and then once you collect all of them, you can put it all together. It's awesome. So I'm
That's
excited to get the rest of those in. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
can I go? Can I
Go
go?
ahead.
That's awesome.
Okay. So I hear that you
Yeah.
have some passion with Michael Myers, and I am
Oh yeah.
deathly afraid of Michael Myers, but I love him. He's my favorite character ever in life. I got scared of him when I was a kid, and then I've been petrified of him ever since, and nothing can ever change the original Michael Myers. And I always used to get upset. I would go into the store, and they never had the good mask. They had like the generic, didn't look like the movie. And part one and part two of Halloween was the masks were so good.
Oh, I
And
know.
I just was looking at your site, and I'm like, wow, those masks look really good. They look so much like the movie, and that it's so
Yeah.
important.
Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly. Because like you, Michael Myers is my favorite. So
Nice. I
anything
love it.
Myers, I
Stop
go
it.
crazy over it.
Oh,
Oh my
he
God.
brought his mask.
I
Where did you get?
Ah!
It's not from
This
Trick
one's
or Treat?
actually from Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
that's good.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, see, like that, like it's crazy. Like that looks, really, really good. And like we just never got that when we were kids.
No.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like there's been this big surge of horror products, events, and even creators coming out doing horror stuff, right? Like
Right.
there's so much, and so much people getting into the market. When do we how do we I don't know. It's like, how do we kind of bottle this all up and contain it? Because have you seen that there's been like a increase of creatives and also product coming out in the line or in the market?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like it's getting like so huge now that, I see tons of people, coming out with that all kinds of stuff. And even NECA like has been kicking it up with the horror merchandise too. And and then not only that, like it just seems to be getting more and more popular too.
Oh yeah.
It's blowing up for
Have you
sure.
seen an increase of sales for Ghoulish Creations?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Especially last year, and then this year too. It's like it's really ramping up. So I'm very thankful for that. And I try to give the best possible customer service I can because I'm only a one-man show. So
Yep.
I was gonna say that.
sometimes juggling all this stuff like kind of gets a little stressful, but I do the best I can to keep them updated because stuff has been getting delayed and not only that, like it's just like the worker shortages. They're not able to pump out a lot of the products that they were pumping out probably like 2 years ago, so that's changed. And then some stuff is coming from China. So it's like the shipping ports have been backed up as well.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
it's causing gigantic delays with all kinds of stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely.
Right.
you know.
So take us to your process in
definitely.
making your props or even masks.
So basically, like, I don't know if you can really see this, but this is like
Nice.
how the hockey mask comes. I mean, I already pre-drilled some of the holes, but I basically drill all the holes on it and then Dremel out the eyes, sand all the holes down,
Yeah. There we go.
and then I base coat the mask, and then I will draw out the Crimson Ghost by hand and then paint it. And then I put like 3 to 4 good coats of clear coat on it so it protects the paint so it doesn't get all scratched off and everything. So that's basically how I do those.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
yeah, so
Now how'd you start sculpting the
Yeah,
figurines?
cute to have one of those Jason masks.
nice. Well, I didn't do the figurines. Those are made by Trick or Treat. I just basically vend for them, so I don't like make any of their products.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
yeah. So
But you're
yeah,
taking orders, right?
yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just selling their products on my site as well as my own.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so
They have some.
but that I do want to down the road, like, because I want to learn. I want to start sculpting masks, and then I wouldn't even mind sculpting figurines because, like, these are just blowing me away. These Ghost of Halloween statues that you have up here,
Right.
those were sculpted by William Paquette. I think that's how you say his last name, but these are really cool because they're like based off of old school Halloween photos, and these are just like really creepy looking.
Yes, it has that nostalgic style to it, very classic, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And even this, what do you call this guy on the far right? Is he like a
Oh,
pig or
he's called that's Teddy,
oh Teddy?
and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a bizarre one because he's almost sort of has like kind of like a bondage look to him, which is
Yes,
Yes,
he does.
and then he's
really.
Really
chained up.
odd.
He's chained
Kind
up
of
to
like a
that big
rat to
weird.
me.
Yes,
Yeah, it's really bizarre looking. So, and I love that. And
yes, I do too.
yeah, and even like the stands are really cool. How he sculpted all those designs in there.
I love
You
it.
know, so, yeah. So
Pretty
those are really
detailed.
cool.
I like it.
How would you sell
I love
your
it.
product to a customer that doesn't know you?
Um, well, I guess like what do you mean? Like just
Like, how do you
like a
like? Yeah, because I mean, look, social media is huge right now, and a lot of social media is like kind of kicking the market where you see more stores are selling on Instagram. People can just stumble upon an account, and be like, oh, this is cool.
oh
Start
yeah,
following you. So like for someone that like doesn't know you, what are some of the ways that would you like sell your product um or to get them to buy? Because it's nowadays it's different, right? Because to me,
oh yeah,
when I look at you, you're more of an influencer as well, right? You're
yeah.
creating so much, and it's not just the product; it's a lifestyle for you. It's like, whoa, So, like, how would you connect or sell your products to someone that may not know you?
So I usually try to like whenever new products come out, I try to post about them, and then
Mhm.
especially when I get them in stock, I'll like take videos of them and just give you like a clear view. Like say, like I haven't got these statues in yet in particular, but like once I do, I'm just gonna do like a video to showcase like how it looks from every angle, and that
Right.
way they can get an idea of what they're getting because sometimes you buy something and it doesn't really look like it does in the pictures,
Oh,
and
and that happens to me all the time.
yeah, so I try to do my best to like showcase that and so they know exactly what they're getting, and
Right.
then I just follow up like, but there's so many things now that you have to do in order to like get your stuff seen by people, like even on Google and stuff like that. You have to like, I've spent hours like doing SEO work. You have
Oh,
to,
really?
yeah, you have to figure out exactly like, um, you have to put in like meta key tags and like just certain things that you have to do to get your product shown to people. And then there's just lots of stuff that goes into
Hello.
it, and it takes forever. So I'm still learning like how to do it, but it's a process. I'll tell you that for sure. So that really helps. Like once you get your SEO stuff tackled,
Uh-huh.
it really does help. So you get your stuff viewed more.
There, I am looking at you, man. You are a rock star. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Look at the pose. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. You are
Yeah,
you are a rock star. I'm
I was
sorry.
just
I have to stalk you guys a little bit. But look at the swag. Look at the knife. You see the knife? Oh my
Ah!
god. You guys
yeah.
are
See,
killing.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I was just messing around at that because we recently went to LA and
Yes.
visited the Halloween
This
location, the
compliment to
filming
me, you
locations.
Yes.
So yeah, we were just messing around at where Lori was sitting in the original Halloween, and then we went to the hedge, and I had to put the mask and
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
you
carry the
had
knife in
to.
that one.
Because if when you visit California, you gotta stop at some of the iconic locations
Yeah.
and kind
Oh
of
yeah,
just display there. And one thing I love about you guys is that you also will go and connect to people at these horror cons. Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure. That's a great way. That's also another great way to meet people,
Right.
network,
Love it.
and once I met a guy down there actually, and he lives in Ohio, ironically enough, and just became friends just even after that concert or after that convention. And we just recently went to a concert together and everything. We talk like every day. Yeah, so it's cool, like, cause you like just connect with horror fans. And my earbud fell out. So it's really cool to connect with them, and it really does help establish a better relationship with your customers.
Tyler Rodriguez says, "So cool and original. Can you show Michael Myers masks? The Michael Myers mask. Is that Tyler? Do you have something Michael Myers behind you that you can show?" And Brent, you're coming in with your question next.
1 sec. Yeah, I have the kills.
You have a kills? Oh my God, he has kills! Let's go. Let's go.
Hang on 1 second here.
Okay.
Let me just.
I'm actually wearing a Kills shirt now that has Michael on it. The mask he's about to show.
Show it. Stand up.
Oh,
nice.
Did you see that? Pretty good.
That's an awesome mask right there.
Yeah, so like these just came, or well, I got a few left because they went on back order, so I was able to snag, I think like 7, or well, actually I just sold 2, so I think I have 5 left of these in stock. But yeah, so
that's awesome.
But yeah, the detail, especially on the burn side, is really cool.
Yeah, and that's and that is with Trick or Treat, and we can get that online onto your website, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can get that on the site right now.
Nice. Okay. So now that I know who got some kills, that, you know what I mean, go to GhoulishCreations.net. You guys can check them out. So go ahead. I know Brent has a question and he wants to show you his shirt. Go ahead, Brent.
Oh yeah.
You got the floor.
I think, did we do all the questions?
No, you said you had a question for Darrin. If you don't, it's okay.
No, I was telling him, I know y'all was mentioning the Kills mask. I was gonna show you the shirt. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah.
So that shirt was actually designed by.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
He's gonna hate me. He's a good buddy of mine, and he actually created that fan art for the show. And was like, here you go, Willie. Give this to Brent because I wanted to do something for his birthday and for him for helping out during a haunt show. And so that is completely custom. So yeah,
that's awesome.
And then I forget the artist's name. Forgive me if you watch this. Forgive me. Brent, what does it say on the poster?
There's a poster.
Yeah, his name is on the poster. Read it to me because I would feel so bad if I don't give him a shout out.
Alex Lopez.
Alex Lopez, thank you, Alex Lopez. Thank you, Alex. We gotta talk, Alex. I know you like Willie. I'm waiting for us to talk.
Aiden Lopez.
Yeah, he also wanted me to show Blum that artwork. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Tyler Rodriguez said that's cool. That's awesome, Darrin. You got some good work.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, you're a great creative, and it seemed like you have a love for Michael Myers as well, right?
Oh yeah, he's my favorite. I'm obsessed with Myers, honestly.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because look, I feel like I love Michael Myers, but like he's on my like number 2 or 3 when it comes to villains.
Okay.
But like 1, 2, and 3,
dude, he's an animal.
He's top notch. He's like number 1.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's like Freddy. It's like Freddy, Michael, then Jason. That's mine. Because Freddy is just such a cool guy, and the burn situation is like the worst way to die for me. That is drowning. I'd rather drown first than get burned. You know what I mean?
Oh right, yeah.
But why is he your number 1?
Because he's the shape. He could be anybody. You know, he's the whole mystique of Michael is what I love. He's just creepy, and he was just an unstoppable force. And you know, he just keeps coming. Like there's no stopping him. And you know, unfortunately, in the new one, you know, and I'm sure we'll
Wait,
get
wait,
into
wait,
that.
hold on. Before we go there, would you like to do a movie review with us?
Oh,
Yeah,
please
oh
do.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So you guys, we're gonna do a movie review with Darrin soon. But before we even segue to that, let's tell everyone like what you have coming out now. What's next with your products? What do you see happening
Um,
next?
so I think I sent you the pictures of. I
Yes.
have the Trick or Treats releasing the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch trio
Yes.
set. Yeah, there we go.
Those are
So
awesome. And they have
I'm super
masks.
excited.
Wait, are those
Yeah.
those are the masks that you put on? And then are those
No, no. That's they're 1/6 or 1/6 scale figures,
okay?
and they have interchangeable heads and different hands. So like
Nice.
in Halloween 3 when the masks start rotting and
Right.
all the bugs and stuff come out. Oh yeah, so you can change them from the original masks to the
Oh,
rotting
that's
masks.
badass. That's badass.
Nice. Now,
Yes.
how much does that run on your site?
Those are I think $299.99. So
Okay.
300 pretty much.
Nice.
So it's about 100 per figure.
Nice.
If you look at it that way. So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm excited about that because those look awesome.
They do. Then we have Trick or Treat.
Oh, I love that. That's a good movie too.
I like that one.
Yeah,
Trick
the
or Treat.
Sam Trick or Treat
Yep.
is going to be a really cool figure too. And
I just noticed what's coming out of the pumpkin. It took me a minute. I need my glasses, but yeah.
oh yeah, that's the flame.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. It has that one is gonna. It has the burlap sack head, an unmasked head, and then it has 4 additional hands. So it'll have like 6 total hands that come with it, and then it has the razor and the candy that'll come with it, and then the lollipop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the bitten
wanna say
lollipop, a trick or treat bag, and it has the light up. That light jack o' lantern actually lights up too, so that's pretty sweet.
No way. Go
Yeah.
ahead, what's your question?
Don't hate me for this, but I've never seen Trick or Treat, much as I love horror movies. Never seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Well,
Oh, you got to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Super good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh
You
yeah.
ain't seen it either. You said.
No, I watched one. I watched
Really?
it. And we're gonna compare him. So what we're doing, there, we're doing called versus. We're compare a villain to a villain. And
Oh yeah.
and so we did Jeepers Creepers versus Predator, and we actually are gonna challenge him with Chucky. What do you think? That's good? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sam and Chucky. Yeah,
Sam
that would
and
be
Chucky.
a good verse.
Yeah. So we may have you pick which one and have you come in for that one too. So what it is we do a debate, and I like to bring in some intelligent intellectual conversations into the world of horror, right? And so we do an impromptu debate on it and see who wins and can vote on that. All right, what else we got here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about these. Yes.
Yeah, we talked about those. And then there you have the Tarman, which is on the right there. So that one I'm super pumped out about because that's one of my favorite zombie movies.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack is killer. Everything about it was just really cool.
And how much does he go on your site?
That one is $159.99.
Okay.
And that one's coming out. It's not out yet, but it'll be out November 21st is the estimated day, but it's barring any delays. But hopefully it'll be here on the 21st.
That's awesome. Now, what are some of the I know you talk to me about your goals in expanding into more products. Did you want to talk a little bit more about that, or about also what you're doing in your studio?
Yeah. So eventually, like the plan is to open a brick and mortar store so I can have more room Yeah, and then I can create in there as well, like have like a
Love it.
back part of it or something, and that way I can make masks and stuff back there. Um, yeah, so I want to expand in that way, and then we have been toying with the idea of possibly moving to LA,
Woo!
but but not like in LA, but like in a
Outskirts,
suburb. But
outskirts, yes.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's just too crazy
Glendale,
in LA. But
Glendale's a good place to be. Glendale's a good place to be. Just to let you know, because it's not in the heart of LA, but it's on the outskirts. But also, it's a really cool community. They embrace the Halloween horror community. Any
oh
place in
yeah,
California.
They
California
embrace
is.
it.
Let me tell you, California is the market to be at because there's a lot of horror events there, but also like with Not Scary Farm doing what they did with Haunt. They have our culture is it has to like our state is like one of the I say our and I don't even live there. I'm in Atlanta, but California. I used to live in California, but California, the culture is there. They love Halloween.
oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
embraced. You could be crazy and kooky there, just like Portland. Just you can't talk to yourself and reply back because then that's when you're crazy. So you can't do that. But it's there, and I remember being there, and I remember my schedule being so packed because I couldn't even do what I wanted to do because I was going out to these events and creating these events as well. But you would love it, and I believe that your sales will even skyrocket even more because you will try to attempt to attend all these cons and conventions, and even like putting your products in at a haunted house and be a store at a haunted house. Oh my gosh, it would be eaten alive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why like I think it would be a great move. And then hopefully, you know, it just depends if everything lines up correctly and it might work out and because there's just so many more Halloween events out there too. I feel like you could just go to so many conventions and it's like it seems like every week or two they're having some other event that I could go to and vend at
Right.
and so it's there's so much more going out there than there is in Ohio, unfortunately. I mean, we get like a couple conventions a year, but it's nowhere near like the status of like Monster Palooza or Son of Monster Palooza and all the other ones that are in California.
Quick question: where did you get the talent from to like paint? I mean, I know you went to school, but like you can like have you worked at a haunted attraction before? Have you? Or just
Yeah.
okay, talk to me about that because I feel like you have another background somewhere. It's something because I mean
um,
you are the definition of creepy creative, and so I want to talk about that. Like, what other stuff have you done?
so I started drawing like really young. So I just anytime or any chance I could get, I would draw and just do it all day. And then I took numerous art classes,
Mhm.
and I just really practiced almost like every day. And then it really like just took off like when I would just do it so much. And then like because it's hard to get like the anatomy correct, especially like when you're really young. But I remember my one teacher, he was really good. He was probably my favorite teacher I've ever had, but he would always tell me to trace a character over and over and over and over. And then like once I drew it so many times, then I would just be able to do it like from memory pretty much.
Right.
So that really it was a good piece of advice. And I started a painting online course not too long ago, but I've been so busy that I haven't even finished the first block of it yet. So at some point I want to revisit that, but like when I get some extra time. And but I just took a bunch of art classes and I was just really into it. And then I stopped for a while, and then after I went to makeup school, then I just started doing more and more, and then it like reignited it, and so I just been trying to keep my
That
steady
is so cool.
every day.
And like
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
that sounds cool.
What's so
You're
crazy?
fine.
What's so crazy about it is like I remember doing art class and
I want to
doing
say
that.
something. Segue to
Go
something
ahead,
real
say
quick. If you don't
something,
mind.
Brent. Go ahead. Go.
I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and this posted. He said, "I'm years old, and I from Michael Myers." Laugh out loud.
You might want to say that again. Repeat that.
Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit.
I was saying I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and I posted. He said, "Is it just me because I'm still scared of the head tilt from Michael Myers at 37 years old?"
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that is creepy. You know, because it kind of like reminds you of like if you say something to a dog and it gives you that little
Right.
head tilt.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Horrible.
it's a creepy little
Yeah.
ism that Michael does.
Well, you know what? Let's get right into it since I mean y'all all stay on.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
I did. You asked me if I was in a haunt. So I used to work at a place called the Haunted Schoolhouse, and I was the monster. We had this van, and it was pushed on rollers, and then the headlights would come on, and then a huge horn or like a super loud horn would go off, and the room was pitch black, and it was my favorite scene to work because I would scare so many people on that one.
Yeah.
It was really fun, but I would always lose my voice by the end of the night. But it was amazing doing that.
So you did some haunting.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
How long did you do that for?
A few years. I did it. I think 4 years in a row. I did it, and then I had to get a different job because the only thing that wasn't really great about it was so you worked. I think it was the last week of September all the way to the first week of November,
Right.
and they didn't pay you until after. So you got your paycheck, I think, like in the middle of November. So it was like it kind of sucked not having money like throughout those whole months, you know. So
yeah,
but it was great though. I loved it.
Yeah, it's so funny because each haunt is different. Some pay weekly, some pay 2 weeks, some pay month after the month. And I remember being in my first professional haunt, working at it. It wasn't not Scary Farm at the time. It was this hayride, and they did the same thing. They were like, "Oh, you get paid after the season's over." And I'm like, it was rough getting there, and like I need gas money, and you
yeah, right.
And you're like, I need give me at least $20, you know. So I totally get it, and I get it. And when I actually started doing haunts and producing haunts myself, I get it on the producer side as well. We're just like, oh, we can't do it till after, you know. So I get both, and I think when you work at a haunt, you got to ask those questions, those tough questions like, hey, do we get paid weekly, monthly, like what is it, and then to see if you can do it. Would you ever start your own?
Oh, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to because that would be amazing. And I would just like love building the sets in every room. I would just be like going crazy. I would absolutely love to do that.
Darrin, I can see you do that. Do that because you're all in. Like you're a set painter, makeup artist. Like you do it all. So this is something up in your wheelhouse. And let me just say this, you guys. We will, after this message, we'll be right back with Darrin, and we're going to talk a little bit of Halloween Ends. Yo, if you like what you have just heard, subscribe now or forever hold your screams.